And their names, O Khâlid Ibn Zeid, are Salman and his station, and al-Miqdad and his station, and Sa ibn Salkan and his station, and Sakina and his station, and Jabir ibn Abdullah and his station, and Zayd al-Hijri and his station, and al-Fadl ibn Umar and his station, and Zuhaib and his station, and Abu Nasir and his station, and Yahya ibn at-Tawil and his station. Let the complacence of God and his peace be to them all. And know that, O Khâlid, that the rank of these is the highest of ranks, and the most elevated of degrees before the Master. Let its memory be glorified, which entrust the command to them, and all things by the way of the two assassins, which are Muhammad, the truthful envoy, and the Natik, and the prince of the believers, Ali. Let peace from him be to us. And its station is Solomon, the correspondent of Jibril, who is in the pattern of the corporeal world. And his station is Amr, the likeness of Mikael, and his correspondent and his station is Abu Dar, the station of Andara'il, and his correspondent and his station is Uwais el-Qarni, the likeness of Astrakil, and his correspondent, and the station of Malik al-Ashtar, Azrael, and his correspondent. And in accordance with this is the station of each one severely until thou comest to al-Miqdad. And so his station is Malik, the guardian of fire, who is his correspondent in the station of Sa ibn Salkan is the likeness of the station of Ridwan, the attendant of the garden, and their correlate likeness is belong to every age and epoch, every one of whom holds the place of a favorite angel or the place of a commissioned prophet, although he is not like the station of the envoy. The Natik and the likeness of the Asas are the place of the mature believer. For the Imam al-Bakr, let his peace be to us, says, our sciences are difficult, hard to get along with. The burthen of them is borne only by a commissioned prophet, meaning commissioned to the heart, in order to the knowledge of the two primary roots and their correspondence. The two asasas are a favorite angel, meaning that their stations and their likenesses are these four, namely Salman and Ahmad and Uwais el-Qarni and Malik al-Ashtar. Let peace be to them, so that these to whom these names appertain are the favorites, while the rest are angels but not favorites, are to return to what he says, a believer whose heart God opens with the faith, which means the followers in their track, that is Abdullah ibn Rawaha and Uthman ibn Maktoum. And Uthman, this one was a foster brother to the prince of the believers. Let his peace be to us. Says Khâlid, thereupon I said, O son of the envoy of God, I have heard thee say that the merciful is a name pertaining to the prince of the believers. Let peace from him be to us, and that the compassionate is a name pertaining to the envoy. Let peace be to him and to his family. And I heard that certain names as well as these names presuppose one name. What does that mean? He said, Khâlid, know thou, let God be merciful to thee, that these 99 names which are in Al-Quran, well, they're a list of 99, but there's more than 99 names of God. The names of the Sabak and the Tali, and the names of the angels, that is the hidden name of which it is said in Al-Quran, read thou with the name of thy Lord, who did the work of creation, who created man out of dust, after which there is a reiteration. And so it is said, read thou, and thy Lord is most noble, is he who is taught by the pen, who has taught man that which he knew not, where in the first address passes the expression, the name of thy Lord, which is an announcement of and a pointing to the Amr of the Creator, let it be exalted, which is not taken in by the eyes, after which there is a reiteration in order to a pointing of the sabak, whence the words, thy Lord is most noble, after which there is reiteration in order to a pointing to the tali, and so it is said, is he who is taught by the pen, who has taught that which he knew not. Nay, indeed, as for man, he is rebellious. Man, meaning the race of Adam, who are rebellious in the neglect of the covenant. And know thou, O Khâlid, that the Amr is not denoted by names, as qualities and attributes are not predictable of it. And know thou, O Khâlid, that these names belong to the Sebek and the Tali, which are such as thy saying, O Presider, O Surety, O Light, O Gracious One, O Compassionate One, O Lord, O Protector, O Hider, O Coverer, O Returner, O Munificent One, O Believer, O Maker, O Creator, O Affectionate One, O Recompenser, O Knowing One, O Noble One, O Powerful One, O Pardoner, O Preserver, O Holy One, O Unique One, O Single One, O Conqueror, O Defender, O Continuer, O Perpetuous One, O Producer, O Lofty One, O Just One, O Liberal One, O One, O Restorer of Life, O Judge, O Inclined to Favor, O Fair in Conduct, O Beholder, O Arbiter, O Advocate, O Informed One, O Director, O Truthful One, which names belong to the Sabek, let its peace be to us. The names of the Tali are such as thy saying, O Subduer, O Vanisher, O Vanquisher, O Potent One, O Mighty One, O All-Powerful One, O Great One, O Peace, O First One, O Last One, O Manifest One, O Hidden One, O Sustainer, O Sovereign Dispenser, O Unapproachable One, O Survivor, O Hearer, O Conjoined One, O Possessor of Glory and Honor, O Observer, O Reckoner, O Perfect One, O Witnessing One, O Creator, O Self-Exalter, O Giver of Form, O Supporter, O Abounding One, O Established One, O Abiding One, O Merciful One, O Living One, O Forgiver, O King, O Director, O Grasper, O Full One, O Excellent One, O Arbitrator, O Refuge, O Glorious One, O Responder. And it is enough that we have distinguished for thee these names which belong to the Talit, so let favor and let thanks be to it, first and last. Verily, verily, O my Master, thou art the worthy to be praised, the noble one. So knowing certain qualities through creation is one thing, but obviously they're divinizing human beings here. Says Khâlid Ibn Zeid, afterwards our master Al-Bakr Muhammad ibn Ali, let his peace be to us, wept with violent weeping, and said, O Khâlid, they who make equal with God lie, and err with wide erring, and lose with manifest losing. God has not begotten any child, and there is not together with him any deity. Had there been, each deity would have certainly gone off with that which it created, and one would have certainly been over the other. So then, glory be to God, let him be exalted, clear of their associating. O Khâlid, there are men who say concerning us that which we say not, and who make us of a lineage which does not belong to us. Far be it, far be it. They have gone out of the way and are turned aside, and they lose while we make profit. But as for these, they are those whose actions come to naught in this world and the next. That indeed is manifest losing. O Khâlid, hear thou what I say, and hold to my instruction, and testify to that which thou hearest. For he utters not any speech, except that there is a prepared one, an observer at his side. Al-Khâlid Muhammad and Ali, let divine benediction be to them both, are creators who were created, empowered, described as honored servants, who precede him not in speaking, and who act by his Amr. Al-Khâlid, the Amr, namely the Amr of the Creator, let be exalted, the like of whom not anything is, and who is the hearer, the knowing one, which is that which the searcher apprehends not, and which is not measured with men, committed in all things to these two primaries, that is the Sabak and the Tali, in which the Creator, let its memory be exalted, deposited by its command, something of that which is spiritual and corporeal, and which is constituted the correspondent of its corporeity, so that they were such as thou hast heard them to be, as created out of the very light, and their lights branched out into three lights, namely Al-Jad, and Al-Fat, and Al-Qiyal, and their likeness in respect to that which is corporeal are At-Zohra, Al-Hassan, and Al-Hussein. Hast thou not indeed heard in the recital which the man of note makes not up, and of which the common man is ignorant? Does it not say, I have derived names for them from some of my names? For I am Al-Mahmud, and this is Muhammad. I'm Al-Ali, and this is Ali. I'm Fatim, and this is Fatima. And I am Al-Hassan, and this is Al-Hassan. I am Al-Muhsin, and this is Al-Hussein. And let their peace be to us. But these are some of the names of the Sabbath, and the lights which branched out enter the two words, the saying of Al-Quran, Kun, Fatkun, 2 letters, 5, which are expanded from the 2 letters, for light had its origin in the Creator. Let it be magnified and glorified, because it came to be a volition on the part of the Amr. And so they were created. Afterwards, it said to the Sabek, thou art like the Sirat, and said to the Tali, thou art like the balance. The former gives transit, the latter weighs. So then, as for him whose balances are heavy, he will lead a pleasant life, meaning on account of the knowledge of the Tali and its likeness. The Prince of the believers, that his peace be to us. And as for him whose balances are light, Hawiyah will be his mother. And what shall give thee to know what it is? A burning fire. And oh, the crying pains of him who is tainted with the burning fire, inasmuch as he acknowledges not the Imam, the Tali, and what is more, opposes and turns away from him to another of diminished rank. Afterwards, the Amr of the Creator, let its memory be glorified, said, I reinforce you with 2 of my lights. Do ye therefore with them that which ye will. And so it is said, who act by his Amr, and keep itself clear of reckoning with the nations, and of their defilements, saying, obedience to me is difficult. I laid upon you alone, because ye are of my very light, the Most High. So then be ye charged with obedience to me, which is due to me from you. And do you charge ye the nations with obedience to you, and trace to the cause is the pith of knowledge of you, so that whoever knows you will know me, and whoever obeys you will obey me. This is my covenant. Accept it, therefore, as conditioned. And whoever then yields to you yields to me, and whoever disobeys you disobeys me. Being pleased is your being pleased, and my being indigent is your being indigent. So they became 2 created out of the light of the Amr, meaning the caused and the cause. They produced the lights, and so became creators. And they're set in the heaven 7 lights, which are the higher letters. Let their peace be to us. And in the earth 7 lights. Let their peace be to us. The 7 Imams being subordinate to the 7 Nataqs. And in respect to all the 7 Imams, who are the pillars of the earth and its cornerstones, transmitted in the periods and the revolutions, there is no exception to their having similitudes to themselves in the heavens and likenesses. And Al-Quran has already expressed that, where it says, So in 2 days he made them to be 7 heavens, and inspired every heaven with its armor. Consequently, inasmuch as the celestial spheres are vacated after they had made their round and disappeared, if the earths had been emptied of the Imam, certainly they would have been sunk and vanished, since they, Al-Khalid, hold the place of the 7 planets, and in like manner the 12 stars are the likenesses of their hujjas, and accordingly they must of necessity have in the earth hujjas who accept the covenant with him who is above the inhabitants of the heavens, and the covenant with him who is in the heavens, which is the covenant accepted in favor of the chief of the earth in the earth.